Good afternoon, guys. Cameras on. Hello, hello. Cameras on, guys. Sit in a comfortable cross-leg position. Press sitting bones down. Lengthen the spine. Close your eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up to the hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the prayer towards the heart center. Connect the thumbs to the beating of your heart. And take this moment to bring the attention inwards towards your breath. Observe your physical body. Observe your thoughts. Observe your emotional state. And observe your energetic field. Take this moment and set an intention for your practice. Let's start with one Om. Inhale. Om. Exhale, release. Open your eyes. Very good. Start in a kneeling position. Extend the arms to the side. Press the palms and you will go up and down. 1. Fingers together. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Urvashi, camera on. 2. 1. Thumb inside. Close the fingers on top. Extend the elbows. Only wrist rotation. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Reverse. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. Come to tabletop position. Urvashi, please camera on if you want to be in class. Let's go. Press the palms down. Core engage. Pelvis in. You're going to shift weight towards the palms. Engage the fingers. Grip the mat. Press the palms. Come back to center. 2. Come forward. And center. 3. And center. 4. And center. 5. And center. 6. And center. 7. Hold it forward. Press with the palms. Engage the fingers. Maximum engagement. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Urvashi, please mute every day. Press the palms down, guys. Now shoulder rotation. Big circles. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Reverse. 10. 9, elbows locked. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Extend the arms forward, palms to press the top of the mat. Keep the pelvis in, core in. Press the palms, forehead or nose to the floor and hold. Keep pressing the hands and focus on your breathing. Very good. Keep pressing hands. Last 20 seconds. Five, four, three, two, and 1. Press the hands. Come all the way up. Very good. Now, watch me. Let's sit in butterfly position. Press the feet together close to your pelvis. Lengthen the spine. Interlace your fingers at the top of the toes. Close the palms. Up and down with the knees. Everyone. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now, bring the palms behind just for support, not to recline. Yes, so you press sitting bones and lengthen the spine. Open the legs a little bit wider than the hips, feet pressing down. And now, while the opposite foot press, I will bring the leg internal rotation, center, external rotation. Really important that your weight is on this foot and on your sitting bones. You're not reclining back, you will not feel the exercise. Yes, so focus only internal rotation, press and open external rotation on the exhale. Same leg 5 times and then opposite leg. The other knee doesn't move. 1. Without reclining back. 2. Spine straight. Guys, don't recline back. 3. Meghna, don't recline back. 4. Sajni, you're also reclining. Spine straight. 5. Open external rotation. Guys. This exercise, it's done in so many classes, so many disciplines, so wrong. Extremely wrong. And people take it lightly. I assure you, if you press this foot like you're drilling down and you do this, you will feel the internal and the external rotation very differently than if this leg is loose and I'm doing this. Yeah? Really makes a difference. So make sure this knee is not doing this. Lock it. Doesn't move. Only this one. This is like solid rock. Doesn't move, cannot move. Yes? Now for the other side, special attention on that. Yeah, and also, although I said don't recline, I keep seeing people recline. Walk the fingertips. Otherwise, I will tell you no hands. more difficult, yeah? It's just a tiny support, guys. We are not sunbathing, yeah? So, teeny tiny support, that's it. The rest is your spine growing tall. Let's go, second leg. Three. Pradnya, your other knee is opening. 4. And 5. Very good. Release. Good. Now, tabletop position. Watch me for a moment. Left forearm down, elbow in line with the right hand will be straight. Yes, so left forearm on the floor, right arm straight. Now we will lift the right knee, open, extend, bend and down. Open as high as you can, extend the leg, bend and down. Yes? The hand and the forearm that are on the floor are actively pressing. When I bring the knee down, I don't bring it down fully. It's just floating because then I go second rep. Yes, extend, bend. When I go down, only to touch the other knee and again. Yes? Let's go. 1. Open, extend, bend, and down. 2. Open, extend, bend, and down. 3. Open, extend, bend, and down. No kicking and by only extending. 4. Open, extend, bend, and down. 5. Open, extend, and hold. Hold it up. Point the toes. Press forearm, press hand. 30 seconds. Point the toes, lock your knee. Whatever height, it doesn't matter. Hold it. To the side and by to the side, you're going back. Yes. Extend the knee. Extend the knee. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Right forearm down, left arm extend. And we go. Lift. Open. Bend. And down. 1. Lift. Open. Bend. And down. 2. Lift. Open. Bend. And down. 3. Lift. Open. Bend. And down. 4. Lift. Open. Bend. And down. 5. Open and lift. Hold 30 seconds. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly down. Very good. Watch me. Now we will do similar exercise. Left forearm down, right arm straight. I will extend the right leg back and behind. So behind my left foot. I will engage the core, lift the leg, In line with the hip and back. Sorry, and forward. Yes? In line and back. Very controlled. In line. Yes? Without arching the spine. Core engage. Let's go. 1 and back. 2 and back. 3 and back. Core engage. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6 and back. 7 and back. Now the same leg will move to the side, point the toes and lift. 1, touch. 2, touch. Yes? Ready? 1, touch. Core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. If the glute is not burning, we are doing something wrong, huh? Glute should be on fire right now. Second leg. Left forearm down, right arm straight. No, wait. Opposite side, guys. Help me out. Opposite side, yeah. Right forearm down, left arm straight. Extend the left leg behind, core engage. And we go forward, in line with the hip, and back. Let's go. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. And back. Last. 7. And back. Hold to the side. And we lift. 1. 2. Only in line with the hip. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Release. Okay. Tabletop position. Tuck toes under. Downward facing dog. Watch me first. You will press the hands. Lift the toes. Start walking, 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 walking. Teeny tiny as much as you can. Hold it when you reach your maximum. Engage your fingers. Yes, and then you will walk, 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 back. Yes? One time we are walking forward, we hold forward, and then the same way we walk forward, we finish and we walk back. Hold it forward. We will hold together. Wait, Urvashi, we will hold together. Yes? So everyone please go together. As tiny of steps. Guys, you need to lift the heels. On the toes you have to walk. Pressing the hands down. Looking to your thumbs. Teeny tiny steps. Teeny tiny. Hips up, hips up. And then when we're at the front, we hold on the toes. On the toes, Lakshmi, on the toes. Lift the heels up. Press the palms. Guys, you need to feel the weight on your palms. If you're not feeling, shift more weight to your hands. Fingers engage. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Heels up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step back slowly, guys. Finish the exercise. Walk back. Very good. Good job. Now, watch me. Malasana jumps. Yeah? Well, Malasana jumps, frog jumps, however you want to call it. You will take downward facing dog. Pay attention. Lift the heels up. Press the hands. Grip the mat with the fingers. Bend your knees. Look towards the thumbs. And then you're going to think of jumping forward only to Malasana. Okay? And then press and jump back if you can. We are jumping forward and back. Yes, tiny jumps. Don't think of jumping high. For the moment, we want to stop ourselves when we jump forward. Stop how? By gripping the mat with the fingers. This is what will stop you when you are doing your cartwheel or any handstand. Yes, so when we are jumping forward, if we don't stop with the fingers, you will go like this. Yeah? So, really, we want to jump mindfully. Yes? Don't jump 1,000 times. 10 reps, but pause, reassess, and focus on all the cues of alignment. Yeah? Pressing all the corners of the hand, engaging the fingers and your eyes. You're jumping forward, you look to your thumbs. You're jumping back, you look to the back of the mat. Yes? Ready? At your own pace, 10 jumps. Press fully with the palms. If you need to pause, pause, and then continue your counting. Ten jumps only, guys. Those who finish, you can see it. Child's pose, whatever you need. 30 last seconds for those who are finishing. Good. Now, overall very good. Yes, now we want to add one more step. When we are jumping forward, we want to think of this. Poop, poop. So I jump up and then I reach my Malasana and then I jump up backwards and I reach my downward facing dog. Yes, so for this, we want to engage the core. If you were now jumping without engaging the core, now it's time to start thinking about your core. What do we engage? If you know how to engage pelvic floor, navel in and up. If you know bandhas, Pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, your navel in and up. Engage your bandhas. Secret, tiny trick. You go on your exhale and jump. Yes? So on the exhale, while I'm exhaling, I want to jump high and forward. This height is scary, guys. That's why we practice first the gripping of the fingers. Yes? I don't want you to think now I have to jump as high as a frog. No. We want to jump high and find this floating sensation that when we're reaching forward, our fingers will stop. Yes? I will jump and land softly. I will press, lift and land softly. Lift and land softly. Yes, the height comes with experience, guys. It feels light and floating. Yes? So, it looks beautiful, it looks cool, but we are practicing it. I want you to focus not on the height, but on the sensation. You focus on the sensation, you are engaging the right muscles. You are engaging the right muscles. The more you practice with the right technique, the faster you get your height. Yeah? We want to jump softly, softly land. Yeah? Guys, fingers, I cannot repeat this enough. Use your fingers. Yes? And when you jump back, don't jump with the straight legs, huh? Always like a cat. I jump back like a cat. I mean, cats jump always like this. Yes, with the soft knees. Otherwise, all the pressure goes in your knee. It doesn't feel nice. You land always on this part. Sorry, my dirty feet. On this part. Toes and upper cushions. Yes? 10 jumps. At your own pace. Full palm pressing, fingertips engaged.
I don't know what's happening.
Say again?
Can you check? I don't know it's happening or not. Can you check?
Yes, go ahead. Press, engage fingertips, look towards the thumbs. And we go. Yes, press, core, exhale and back. The back, it's a bit more difficult, but it's good. The jump forward is good. Most importantly, are you feeling the lightness when you're going forward? Yes. That is the sensation we're looking towards, yeah? Those who finish the 10 jumps, child's pose, wrist rotation, just sitting and chilling. Remember, keep engaging fingers, land softly, land silently. If you are landing and it sounds like a boom, no. Meghna, Pradnya, did you do 10 or you did more? 10? Amazing. Pradnya? Yes? Are we all done, Sarika? Did you finish your reps? You're doing extra or you didn't finish? Finish. Don't bend the elbow, Sarika. Floating sensation. Look for this floating sensation. On the exhale, you do the jump. Much better. Next one, guys. Now, we will apply the same what we learned, jumping sideways. Now, cartwheel is not a jump, but we are moving from point A to point B sideways. Cartwheel, if someone is lost and doesn't know cartwheel. Yes, we do this. Yes? So, in order to do this, we are passing through a full handstand. Now, we will aim to move. The toes, I'm like twisting, yes? My hands are like in handstand. My hands are like in a handstand, yes? So I can start in tabletop position, my hands under the shoulders, I lift. I walk one step towards the left side if I want to go to the right. I press the hands, bend the knees, and I try to jump. Now, I'm too close to camera, so you can see the position, but I need space, so I don't need the laptop, yeah? So, once I go to this side, see my toes are facing you guys. If I'm too far and I try to jump, my hips will not reach my shoulders. First of all, my shoulders look where they are. Away. I want my shoulders on top of the wrist like handstand. So I need to be close. Yes, and I need to press my hands, bend the knees for the jump. And on the jump, I want to reach my hips as high as possible so they reach, hopefully, top of the shoulders. I keep my eyes down, bend the knees, jump, other side leg softly. When I'm here, I jump, and other side. Yes, we press the hands against the mat, and we focus on trying to find the hips on top of the shoulders. Yes? Try. Guys, the eyes are at a steady point. The hands are at a steady point. So you're jumping side to side. Your hands should not lift at all. Your eyes should be between the thumbs and shoulder, elbow, wrist should be in line before the jump. If you jump and land it far, whatever, adjust and then jump again. Yes? Once again, 10 reps. You can pause. This is exhausting exercise, yes, but take it one jump at a time, reassess. Let's start. Yes, I'm checking everyone, guys. Any correction, I'm giving all the tips. Yes, Miru? Yes, Pranya? No, Harvin, don't move your hands. Don't move your hands, Harvin. Arvin? Yes, you're moving your hands. Don't move the hands. Your feet move. Yes, good. Anuva, press hands on the exhale, you jump. Sajni, before you jump, look at your toes. Look at your toes. You're jumping with the toes side to side. Toes should face like this and then do the jump. Watch me. You're jumping like this. From this side to this side. And I want you to jump from this side to this side. Oopsie. When you land here. Yeah? Urvashi, same instructions as I just gave Sajni. Twist to the side and then jump. Yeah? Yes, Ines, good floating. And by try to bring the straight line. Look at your arms. Try to keep the shoulder, elbow, and wrist in the one line and press. Yeah, and then you jump. Don't bend the elbows. Lock. Full locking. Full pressing to the mat. Okay? Strong. Meghna, I'm watching. Finish the full movement. Huh? Yes. Readjust. Meghna, now readjust. Walk closer to your hands. You landed far. Now you readjust. Good. Press and we go. Yes. Miru, your shoulders are twisting. You're going too much on the twist. The shoulders are twisting a little bit like this. Keep the shoulders square. Shivam? Good. Jump higher if you can with the hips. Wrist rotation. Lakshmi? Yes.
Sakti, can you tell me the correct position?
Who is Miru? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like
Only the last time. Before when I corrected you were good. Only the last time you were here and it was twisting like this. Keep the shoulders here if you're going super close. The closer you go, the more difficult. But your shoulders were twisting, and then you have to readjust and then jump. Too many actions. Not efficient for you. One step in, you lock the shoulders and you go. Yeah? Now guys, watch me. We will do baby cartwheel. Baby cartwheel. Yes? So, we will place one block in the middle. Yes? And you will take your tabletop position as reference. Lift, go to the side. Watch me. I will lock the shoulders on top of elbow, on top of wrist. Open the knee up. And with the knee open. With the knee open. Yes? So I'm going twisted like now. Yes? And I'm lifting. Kicking with the knee up. Kind of thing. Yes? Again, I want my shoulder, elbow, and wrist in the same line. If I go here, it's gonna look more like something like this, but you will not feel the pressure in your hands, the weight on your hands. Yeah, so the weight has to be here. Tabletop, lift to the side. Press, make sure the alignment is good, look down. Open the knee to the side. Open the knee, up. Yes, it's like a kick. And we go. Yeah? Make sure, guys, there's no furniture around to kick by accident. You have free space, otherwise your brain will panic a little bit. And by adjust the camera a bit down so I can see. Very good.
Sakti,
Yes.
when I land, so if I'm lifting my right leg and landing first on my right, my left is going behind the right. Is that okay?
Your leg is going behind the leg. So you're landing. This one is going behind.
Yeah.
Then you readjust. It's just your brain is learning precision. I can be
Okay.
precise because I practice it so many times. Yeah, when
But
we are
it's supposed to
practicing,
land
the brain doesn't
together.
know precision. Huh?
So it's supposed to land next to each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
But guys, don't worry about precision, perfection. Perfection is you get it when you repeat something many times. Yeah, in the beginning, brain has to calibrate where are you landing. We try to land with the feet together if it's possible. Otherwise, we readjust before kicking again. That's important. Guys, make sure you open the hip and then kick. Feel the weight in your hands. Urvashi without bending elbows. Elbows straight. Yes, Pranya, open the hip fully as much as you can. Lift and kick with the knee in the air. Guys, when you are doing the cartwheel, you have to feel the weight mostly in your hands. Yes, because then when we want to lift the legs, we will find this floating sensation. Yeah? Now you might find some people practicing the wheel from the top, like this. Yes, like I showed you before, from the top. Yeah, what's the issue with this? You practice 1,000 times and your hands, if you are not used to it, they land every time in a different way. Yes, you don't know what you're doing at some point. That's why we are not lifting hands when we are learning. Yeah? So now, we will try with the leg lifted. So before we jump into any cartwheel, we will mark it. Yes? Again, keep the block in the center where you know it's the center. Yes? So you have it as a reference point. You go to the side. Don't go too close. Just tabletop. Lift one step to the left. Lift the right leg up. You continue the movement. Half circle. Lift the other leg. Twist to the right side. I lift, open, I lift, open to the other side. Yes, I try to keep the weight on my hands as much as possible. So maybe you do back and forth, you're tired, you go down. 5 reps. Back and forth is 1 rep. Yes? Moving slow, guys. This is the same as later doing this. And eventually we can do it more perfect, like on top. Yes? So we are breaking it down step by step, basically. Yes? So no jumping now, mark it so the brain starts to build the maps of what is it to do the wheel pose. Elbows straight. Yes, Ambai. Take a break and then continue. Elbows straight, guys. Elbows straight. Continue, Urvashi, continue. Now lift the other leg. No. Are? Urvashi, you are eating half of the second part. Half of the second part, you are doing one big step inside and then doing the lift. Finish. No?
I'm
Urvashi, watch me. Urvashi, watch me. Come out. Don't watch me upside down. Come out, watch. Come to the screen. Come, come, come. Come. Closer. Watch. You are doing this. You are going up. Then one step inside and then remembering you have to lift the other leg. Leave the leg go. And once you're here, leave the other leg. Yes, but we cannot take the time here to think. Yeah, in the wheel pose, when you go later, you don't have time to think even for a fraction of a second. So we want to, when we are doing this, we are wanting to find some floating sensation. Floating sensation in the sense like we feel the weight on the hands. If you pause, the weight on the hands is not there anymore. Only in the transition you feel it. Yeah? 5 reps, those who haven't finished. Otherwise, take a rest. You see, guys, I'm sweating, but you're doing the class. It's very hot here. I move a little bit. It's like a sauna. Very hot in Spain. Pranya, more weight on the hands. And by also more weight on the hands. Ines, very good. Only 5 reps, huh? Yes, Lakshmi. On the leg, don't pause too much. Continue. Now, guys, Now we put the wheel together. Different options. Yes, you will remove the block. Bye-bye. And now, in that tabletop, press the hands, lift the hips, move to the side. You will leave the leg, option 1, tiny, like this. Yes, you are not looking for hips on top of shoulders, you're looking for a little bit of floating sensation. A little bit of floating sensation. Yes, those who can press the hands fully. Fully. Yes? Ines, you can try from top. Go. Fully. And then other side. Yes? Let's try, guys. Any level you're picking, 1 or 2, you look for floating sensation. So elbows have to be locked, hands have to be pressing against the mat. No matter what. Only difference is second variation, the hips will be fully on top of the shoulders. That's the only difference. But the floating sensation will be for both. So core engage, kicking on the axle, it's a good trick. Yeah? Keep your eyes down, otherwise you get dizzy. 3 reps, one side. 3 reps, other side. Yes, Miru?
My second leg knee is bending.
Show me. Go again. You're forgetting to extend the second leg. It's a lack of practice or because now we've been practicing with the bend knee. Yes, you are focused on finding the wheel pose. You are forgetting the leg. Awareness on the second leg. Yes, much better. Again. Yes. Continue, Miru. Shiva, lock the elbows. Press the hands against the mat. Core engage on the exhale, go. Shiva, you are, wait. You are almost going with the both legs together. Boop, boop. One and then the other. Windmill. Hello, goodbye. Yes? Try. Much better. Press again. Core, lift. Again. Pause and then continue. Pause and then continue, guys. It's okay. Pause because I know it's tiring. Who else, Sarika? Second leg as well. Second leg extended. Don't overthink, You are overthinking. Kick. Yes, like an arrow. If I overthink my arrow will not go anywhere. I lift the arrow and I shoot the arrow. Yes? Don't overthink it, guys. We cannot get it perfect in the beginning. We just can try and start building a mental map of what the cartwheel looks like.
I can't hold my arms straight. It's paining here in elbow.
Paining?
Yes.
Is this your normal stance in the arm straight? Look at your elbow.
Yes. Yes.
You need to rotate. You need to rotate. Yes. Your arms are hypermobile like mine. Mine are also doing the same. Yes, if I don't think my arms are like this, never like this, always like this. For every pose, yes, this is the normal lock. Someone who doesn't have hypermobility, they cannot do this even if they want. This is the hypertension, but look the consequence. Look at the elbow pressure. Yeah?
Okay.
Damaging the cartilage over time. Right now it's okay. If you do this for many years, it will not feel nice for your cartilage eventually.
Okay. I will try. Thank you.
So that might be one of the reasons, Sarika. Other reason is you're not pressing against the mat, yes? Meghna, I'm watching. Again.
Ma'am.
1 second. Press the hands and go, Meghna. Much better. Again. Yes. Now you're starting to find the floating sensation, Meghna. Good job. Pause if you need. Yes. That one, the last rep, I saw this little bit of floating sensation. Yes, I hope you felt it as well. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt that you were having teeny moment of floating. Very good. Who was asking?
Me, Pradnya.
Pragya. Yes.
Ma'am, second leg, we have to keep straight.
The
I
second leg
can't
also
make that
straight.
straight.
Second leg, like a windmill.
Yeah, it is not coming straight. It is bending.
Then the dynamics, literally the aerodynamics is not letting you finish the wheel. You will be pew. We want yeah, as much as you can. Yeah, because that guys also depends our hip opening. You might have noticed. Yeah, this is like a straddle in the air, almost like a middle split in the air. Yeah, so it might feel tight. Maybe you feel a bit restriction on the hips. Yeah, so all these hip opening classes that you're attending, it helps you also in this. Yeah, everything is complementing. So whatever you're practicing in other classes, you're applying in your handstand and opposite. Yes?
Please check once, ma'am.
Yes, Pranya. Go. And then Harvin, and then Anvai. And then Sachni as well if you want me to check. And Urvashi. And Anuva if you feel good. And Lakshmi, you're there. Pranya, let's go. And go. Second leg is bending. Again. Kick. Don't overthink. Kick. One more, Pranya. Come on. Don't overthink. Focus and visualize the wheel pose. Much better. Second leg was TTT. Much better. Pranya, much better. Guys, it really helps us to visualize. Literally, you have to visualize your legs going phew, phew, even if it's not happening now. This is how I do all my practices. Even if I don't have the skill I'm practicing, I visualize like I have it. Not because I'm woo-woo and then I'm all cuckoo in my head. Because the brain needs a mental image of what we are trying to achieve. Otherwise, it's blur. We are practicing something, but the moment you're upside down, your brain doesn't know. What I just said, it just went. It's gone long time forgotten. Yes? If you visualize, you still have a mental representation of a physical shape. Yeah? So it's the reference. Then your body can follow. More precise, less precise, that it doesn't matter. But you have a North Star to follow. Otherwise, you're just shooting in the air. La 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 la. Woohoo. Nothing happens. Yeah? The moment you start visualizing, I assure you things change so much. So much. Yeah, because whatever we cannot see in inversions, the brain really, really is helpful in that. Yes, because we've seen it. Okay? Who else? Titiri, Harvin and Anvai.
Can you check my cartwheel?
Say again?
Can you check my cartwheel?
Yes. Very good. You are attending class just because you like the class, the cartwheel, huh? Because you already have your cartwheel. Very good. Other side, other direction.
This is my first class.
This is your first class. Amazing. Show me other side. Amazing. I also want to be a kid and learn in one class. Amazing. Beautiful. Very good job.
Thank you. I also go to gymnastic classes, like
And now I understand you're doing those gymnastics, so you know a lot of cool tricks. You know a lot of cool tricks I would love to know. And by next. Use the fingers and by use the fingers in the floor. Use the palms. Press the palms and the fingers. Engage. Good jump. Again. Good. One more. Yes. Yes, Ambai. Did you see this floating sensation? Yes? Last 2 reps, you were feeling a little bit of floating. That is the sensation we want. Yeah, next thing is to try to extend the legs. Yeah, good job, huh? Next. Next. Sachni. And then Lakshmi, Urvashi. And careful with the wall, Sachni. No. Careful with the wall. Yes, from here better. I'm scared you will hit the wall, but you know better the distance. Kick. Don't lift the hands from the floor again. Press the hands. You're starting with your... Wait. You're starting with your leg up for some reason. You're starting this. And then without the kick, you're trying to go other side. So lift and then kick. Whatever you can kick, but try to find this kicking sensation. Yeah? Good. Guys, this is a step by step, huh? Harbin, she's been in gymnastic classes, otherwise, even as a kid, it takes time to learn, yeah? I also learned it as a kid and I didn't, I learned it as a kid and I kept it, but I didn't learn in gymnastics, only in the playground. Yeah, it's just, as a kid, it's so easy sometimes to learn it when you're very small. I learned it, I don't know, 3-4 years old, I was already doing this just for fun. And then it stuck with me, okay? Some people lost it. My sister also learned and she's 1 year younger. She lost it. So there's no science, but I think many of you forgot, but as a kid, you were doing this as well.
Can I say something?
Scarier.
Can I say something?
Yes, of course.
I actually learned my cartwheel in the park and I used to just practice them a little bit in my gymnastic classes.
You've copied who?
No, I learned my cartwheels in the park, but I used to
In the
practice,
park. And then you
I
practiced gymnastics.
practice them a little bit in gymnastics.
Super cool. When did you learn? You were young.
When I was like 5.
Amazing. Now you keep practicing, so when you are my age, you can still do your cartwheel, huh?
Yeah.
The cool tricks you wanna have when you're 30. Yeah? Next, Anuva, you feel good to show? If you feel good, otherwise no. Urvashi? Lift the leg and kick. Press the hands, lift the leg. And go. Yes. One more, Anuva. Good. Urvashi? Try to extend the legs. Extend the legs. Good cartwheel with the knees bent, but if you can extend the legs. Come on, press hands. Yes. One last. Extend the leg. No. The rep before this one was good. Lakshmi. Wait, Lakshmi, let me put you in spotlight. Your phone is so far. Yes. Let's go. My God, like a ninja. Phew, phew, phew. Go again. Legs straight. Point the toes. And we go. second leg is bending. Second leg is bending, but the kick is good. Kick is good, but the second leg we want to also straight. Try again. And we go. Not happening now. Yes. Ah. Last leg, last rep, the leg was starting to extend. Not a full extension, but an improvement, yeah? It's just that, guys, we forget. Literally, we're focused on getting the cartwheel. We forget what's happening with the second leg. Ines, show me from top. Very good. Other side. Very good. Ines also, she didn't learn this in this class. Super, guys. Did I miss anyone? No. We all did, right? Yes, Arvin, no worries. Thank you so much. Guys, let's do the prayer. Yes, this again, guys, those who want to learn cartwheel, yes, now you understand the breakdown. After your handstand class, if you're interested in this, just practice 5, 6, 7 reps, whatever you can, because you're warm already after your handstand. Same like with the kick or the jump. Whatever you're interested in these things, practice it after your handstand classes, so you don't need to dedicate special time. Yes, because then we need to warm up and do all these things and we'll be lazy and then we don't do it. Yeah? Cartwheel, it's not on my top priority, but it's good because it helps us enter the wall as well. Yeah? You see me many times entering with one leg up. This is like half cartwheel. Yeah? So helpful for that and helpful to come off the wall. When we are coming off the wall, it's again another half cartwheel. When you see me entering one leg up, this is my time saver. It's my fast entry. Yeah? Instead of walking all the steps. Yes.
In one of our classes, like handstand classes, can we also practice getting off the wall
Yes.
with cartwheel?
Yes.
Like on the
On the class. Yes. On the regular class.
yeah, in one of the handstand classes, like exiting from the side, because Madhav sir always talks about it, but I never got to try it.
Yes.
And I want to learn.
We talk about it a lot, and unless we do a class that it's entry and exit, we don't really target that. We leave it as done because many people already know how to enter. When we are practicing like shapes and all of these things, yes, because our goal is that you get on the wall, you can jump to the wall, you can walk to the wall. Walking entry is available for 99% of people, so we leave it at that. But I will talk to Madhav next week. We will put a class.
I understand. It's just that when we're losing our balance and we want to exit,
I know,
sometimes I land on my feet. I want to land safely. So
Yes. We will put for next week entry and exit safely. Yeah? Or I will do it in my class for beginners because he's teaching intermediate advanced. We are supposed to know this when we are at that level. Yeah? But we will do for sure. Yes, I will maybe leave a poll next week. Also, I'm not available on Friday, only until Thursday. So I will put a poll if it's not next week, later. And if you have any class you want to do specifically, you let me know and I prepare that. Yeah? Let's do the prayer, guys. Sit in a comfortable cross leg position. Press sitting bones down. Lengthen the spine. Close your eyes. Inhale, reach the arms up, join the hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the prayer towards the heart center. Connect the thumbs to the beating of your heart. And take this moment to feel the heart beating for you, keeping you alive. Appreciate the fact that you're alive, that you're living this life through a human experience and the uniqueness that comes with it. Take also this moment to thank yourself for showing up today with love and compassion towards yourself, towards your body, and in devotion to your practice. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let's finish with one Om and 3 Shantis together. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub the palms, bring all the energy towards the palms of your hands. Place them to cover your eyes. Blink the eyes open. Allow the light to enter your voice through your eyes. Slide the palms on your face for a beautiful smile. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on
Thank you.
Monday. Bye-bye.
Thank you.